So this is part 2 of the Doordash Q&A slash tutorial. Yeah. Okay, so last time I forgot to talk about base pay and peak pay. I'm gonna bring up this is just an example of, like, as you can see, there's no peak pay on here, but that's because Doordash doesn't really offer peak pay that much where I live, but I have had peak pay before. But I'm about to explain what base pay and peak pay is. So base pay is DoorDash's base contribution for each order. This depends on the estimated time, the distance, and the desirability of the order. It can range from $2 to $10. So yeah, as you can see, the average base pay that DoorDash does for this, like, stuff that I have showed up on my screen is like $3. Except for this Chick-fil-A order, it has $4.25. So Chick-fil-A is pretty popular around here, which is probably why the base pay was higher than the rest of the places that are on here. Okay. Next is peak pay. Peak pay is additional money that DoorDash will give you when it's, like, really busy. So on days that the weather is bad, like, for instance, it's been raining a lot. So on rainy days, usually DoorDash will order peak pay because literally everybody's just ordering online because nobody wants to go out themselves to get the order, which makes sense. Okay, I'm back. My family interrupted my video. Okay, so yeah, so this is an example. This is how you can know what you're gonna get for each order, like how it's added up. So for example, Firehouse subs. DoorDash paid me $3, but the tip was $5. So this is how you know what each person, like, tipped you or didn't tip you. But most of the time, people do tip me. I don't accept orders where I don't get tipped. You would know if you don't get tipped if you get any order that's like $4 or $5, even $3 or $2, because I've had that pop up. Most likely, no, actually, it's not even most likely. They haven't tipped, and I don't accept orders below $6 really, so I don't have that problem. But yeah, and I don't suggest you guys take little orders either, because that's just a waste of your time and a waste of your gas, and gas is not cheap out here. So yeah, make it worth your time, because you're ultimately doing them a favor by picking up their food. They're not doing a favor for you, you're doing them a favor. So don't sell yourself short. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, that's all I have to really tell you when it comes down to, like, the app. There's really not much to show because, like, I broke it down, everything last time. So yeah, and then just move around the map, and then you'll see what other places are, like, busy. So for example, what you see how it says $1? That's on wherever Grove Tone is. I don't even know where that is. Anyway, that's like a peak pay offer right there. Then also you can press promos, and if there was a peak pay, it'll tell you the day that it's available, and then once that day comes, it'll tell you what the peak pay amount is. But right now I don't have peak pay where I live, so yeah. Okay, so this is an example of an order I got. Yeah, so when you accept an order, it'll have the customer's name, and then it'll just give you a brief thing of, like, what they ordered. And then once you get to the restaurant, you're supposed to slide after arrival, so you slide. Then it tells you the pickup time that you're supposed to do it, and it lists out the items. This is important so you know what they're supposed to get, just in case the restaurant accidentally forgets to put it in the bag. It's just a way to double check, so you don't have an angry customer, and that way they get all the food that they paid for. So basically, it's just, making sure you're good on your end, that, you get what the customer asked for. Because sometimes, they do be forgetting, to put it in there. And then you have to tell them, like, hey, I'm supposed to get a drink with this, or hey, where's, so-and-so. So that's just another way. And then you just check it off each box. Then you slide again after you picked it up. And then it'll give you the address, but I cropped it out. And then you just hit directions, and then you obviously go to their house. And then here, she wanted me to hand it to her, so I did. A lot of the people, because it's quarantine, just want you to leave it at the door, which is fine by me, and I just usually will text it. So, like, this isn't hers, but this is an example. I just told her, hey, your food is at the door, and then that's how it'll pop up like a text, and it just lets them know. And if you're worried about, like, security and stuff, don't be, because they don't get our phone number and we don't get theirs. That's why at the top it says spam unknown, because DoorDash just generates a random number that I'm texting. So like if you text them, it's just gonna show up like a random number that DoorDash creates. So yeah, you never have to worry about giving out your personal cell phone number or getting there. So that's a way that DoorDash protects people's privacy, so you don't have stalkers out there. So yeah, this is gonna probably be like the end of the video. I really don't have much to say for part 2. This is something real quick and easy. Hope you guys have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Didn't take very long after meeting you for me to make a move. Less than a week,